Today we have to start the second lesson in the physics, that is magnetic effect of electric current. This is the second lesson actually. This magnetic effect in the sense, I think you know about that many magnets are available in your home or in the other area. Okay, those are all called as a natural magnet actually. Those are all called as what? Natural magnet. What you can see that. Okay. So yes, if you put that natural magnet on a magnetic substances, that will attract the magnetic substances like iron or other thing. Is it? Okay, those are all called as natural magnet. Okay, so without that, if you are using any metal like that, if you are using any metal, that metal, if you are holding that metal on a magnetic substances, actually that metal never attract the iron particles, I think you know about that, right? Is it done? So but here this magnetic effect of electric current was first identified by the scientist, that is Henry Oersted. Keep in mind, who is that? Henry Oersted. First identified the magnetic effect of electric current. Later, after him, actually many of the scientists conducted, like Faraday's or Michael Faraday or the Flemings, like that. They have conducted the experiment based on the magnetic effect of electric current. But first that was identified by the scientist, that is Henry Oersted. So what is mean by that magnetic effect of electric current? If you are taken one iron nail or iron rod here, okay, so this iron rod, if you are hold on the iron fillings like that, if you hold iron rod on the iron fillings or copper rod on iron fillings, simply it never attract anything. But instead of that, if you are rounded up the copper wire like that, this rounded up also known as wounding up. Keep in mind, wounding in the sense, so make circle around the conductor or make circle around the bar magnet or the make circle around the copper rod or the iron rod, that is called as the wounding. Wounding it is, not wounding, it is wounding, that is the wounding in the sense make circle around, round up, that is called as the wounding. Keep in mind. So then if we wound the copper wire around the copper rod or the iron rod, then these free ends are connected to the battery. They are connected to the battery. I told you already, battery having two poles. One is called the plus, positive, and another one is the negative. So if you fill the iron fillings here, so it will attract easily. So this shows, then this rod, what the metallic rod what we are using, this will become this will act as a magnet. Okay, so how this acts as a magnet? Actually, that rod is utilizing the power here, nothing but the electric current, and it acts as a magnet, that is called as the magnetic effect of electric current. Okay, so the conductor or the metallic rod acts as a magnet by utilizing the power, by utilizing the electric current or power, that is called as the magnetic effect of electric current. Okay, so around this, to attract the iron fillings, any magnet has created the field. That field is called as, so for how much area and one magnet, whether it is a Bohr magnet or it is a natural magnet, for how much area one magnet can attract the fillings, iron fillings, that is called as that area is called as the magnetic field. That area is called as what? Magnetic field. Keep in mind. Okay, so how much area, how long area the magnet having a two poles. One is called the north pole and the another one is the south pole. Keep in mind, all the magnets having a two poles. One is called as the north pole and the another one is the south pole. North pole and the south pole. Here the north poles are, then like poles are repel each other and unlike poles are attract each other. North they are repelling, but north south or south north they are attracting. Keep in mind, unlike poles, they are called as the unlike poles. I think you know about that already. And the like poles in the sense north or south, they are repel each other. Repel in the sense not attract. Repel in the sense not attract. Keep in mind, that is also one of the basic properties of the magnet. Clear? The like poles in the sense north and the south, they are repel each other. Repel in the sense they never attract. And the unlike poles like north south or south north, they are attract each other. Okay, so let us comes to the field, magnetic field. What is meant by magnetic field? An area to how long or how much area the magnetic lines are arranged, or how much area the magnet having a capacity to attract the fillings, iron fillings is in the sense small powder, iron powder, you know that, right? Okay, so that is called as what? Magnetic field. Okay, one definition we can give for the magnetic field, that is an area, the how much long the magnetic lines are arranged. How these lines are arranged? These lines are arranged by the fillings only. Fillings in the sense iron fillings only. Okay, if we do the experiment in a lab, we can get that. Okay, so that area is called the magnetic field, and these lines are called as magnetic field of lines. These lines are called as what? Magnetic field of lines. Keep in mind. Clear? What is meant by magnetic field of lines? The lines which are arranged from north pole to south pole. I think you know about that. Okay, they are contacting each other from north pole to south pole. Those lines are called as magnetic field of lines. Okay, so here the magnetic field lines are very important. Okay, so they are having some special properties. Let us know the properties of the magnetic field of lines. Properties in the sense special character or features. Properties in the sense special characters or features. So let us know the properties of the magnetic field of lines here. That is, they move. First one is they move in the path of, these magnetic field of lines move in the path of least resistance or less resistance. Resistance in the sense I already told you, there is no obstruction. If it is obstruction also, very less obstruction. Obstruction in the sense controlling. Okay, they move in the path of least resistance. If the resistance is less, actually they can move easily. Okay, which are the magnetic field of lines from north to south. Okay, so that's why the magnetic field of lines having the least resistance. They move in the path of least resistance, and these field of lines actually never cross each other. Never cross in the sense never intersect each other. They never meet like that. Okay, they always move in the path of parallelly. I think you know about that. They move in the path of parallelly. They are not moving like that. Okay, so that is, they never intersect each other or never cross each other. Never cross each other. That is the one of the property. And all these magnetic field of line have a same strength and same power. Keep in mind, one more point is they are having a same strength nothing but the power only. Okay, they are having a same strength, and the density, these magnetic field of density always it is decreases. It is always decreases, and they always flows. keep in mind that actually they always flows from south to north in material, from south to north in material media, and north to south in air media. Keep in mind, okay? So the magnetic field of lines always flow in the south to north in the material media. Material media in the sense, if you are using any magnet, that is a material media. They always flows from south to north and north to south from air media. Air media in the sense, which example we can give? Best example here, that is earth. Earth is also acts as a magnet due to the gravitational power. I think you know about that, okay? So if you hold any one magnetic needle actually, so it always stands towards the north and south direction only, not the east and west direction. Why the magnetic needle always stands towards the north and south direction only? Because, so consider this is the magnetic needle actually, so it is always stands towards the north and south only, because the south pole of the earth attracts the north direction and north pole of the earth attracts the south direction. So that's why this magnetic needle always stand towards the north and south direction only, not the east and west direction, okay? So if you had a magnetic compass and everything in your key punch and everything, you can check that, okay? It always stands north to south direction only, because the north south of the earth pole attract the south and the south pole of the earth attracts the north of the magnetic needle, okay? So that's why it always stands towards the north and south direction only, not the east and west direction. So these are all the properties of magnetic field of lines. Let us recall again, very important question it is, most repeated. So what are the properties of the magnetic field of line? Actually, they always travel in the least resistance, or they moved in the path of least resistance. Least resistance in the sense, resistance is less, and they never cross each other. Next, they are having all the magnetic field of lines having the same strength, and they move from south to north in the material media and the north to south in the air media. North to south in the air media. So this is about, okay, the magnetic field of line, okay? I already explained you what is mean by magnetic effect of electric current. When electric current is passed through the current, around that the magnetic field has created, that is called as the magnetic effect of electric current. The name only itself says its definition actually. So when an electric current, how we are passing the electric current? We are passing the electric current through the battery, When we pass the electric current around this conductor, actually the magnetic field has created, that is called as the magnetic effect of electric current, okay? So yes, then one more question, why these are all, these magnetic field of lines, I told you already, they are never cross each other. What happen if they are intersecting each other? If they are intersecting each other, I mean never crossing each other, this needle, what is the needle what we are using? So that shows the different direction in the sense that is not standing only towards the north and south direction. Clear? So it's showing it is surrounding all the direction. So that's why the magnetic field of lines are never cross each other. Keep in mind, why the magnetic fields are never cross each other? What happen if they do so? If they do so, that the needle shows they are rotate to the different direction, okay? Yes, this magnetic field, what I told, there are the two kinds of magnetic field. One is called the uniform magnetic field. One is called uniform magnetic field, and the second one is non-uniform magnetic field. Keep in mind, there are the two kinds of magnetic field. One is called the uniform magnetic field, and the second one is non-uniform magnetic field. So let us know what is uniform magnetic field. Okay, the magnetic field which has equal magnitude and direction. The magnetic field which has equal magnitude and direction. Magnitude and direction is called the uniform magnetic field. Clear? The magnetic field which has equal magnitude and direction. That should be both are equal, which is the magnitude also equal and the direction also equal. What is mean by magnitude? I think you know about that. The magnitude means the power of attraction power. The power of attraction, that is called as the magnitude. Okay. So the magnetic field which has a equal magnitude and direction is called the uniform magnetic field, and the magnetic field which is having the unequal magnitude and direction, they are called as the non-uniform magnetic field. Keep in mind. Okay, so if it is both are equal, that is called as the uniform magnetic field. If both are unequal, they are called as the non-uniform magnetic field. Non-uniform magnetic field. Yes. For this, the magnetic field has created the concentric circles actually. So for that only one experiment as done by the Oersted, that is called as the concentric circle experiment. First he has taken, for that experiment, first he has taken one cardboard sheet. This is called as the cardboard sheet. It is called as the cardboard sheet. So inside that he made a one hole. Okay, so through that hole, inside the cardboard sheet, he made a one hole actually. Through that hole he has connected the copper wire from both the side. Through that hole he has connected the copper wire from both the side actually. So and in the side from the both the side, and he has connected for that actually one battery, one plug key here, and one battery. Battery is having a positive and a negative, what I told. So along with that he has connected one ammeter. A refers ammeter, and along with that he has connected rheostat. Yesterday only I told you what is rheostat. Rheostat in the sense the device which helps to increase or decrease the voltage. That is called as the rheostat. Keep in mind. Clear? So totally he has connected actually the what he has taken first. He has taken a thick cardboard sheet. Okay, he made one hole around that in the center actually. Through that center he has connected the wire. The wires are connected with this is called as rheostat, and that is connected to the ammeter. A refers ammeter, that is connected to the battery having the two poles, that is the positive and the negative end, and they are connected to the plug key. So yes, when he pause the electric current, okay, and he placed the iron fillings here. Iron fillings not in order, just he is placing the iron fillings like that he is placing the iron fillings actually. So when he says first he placed the iron fillings on the cardboard actually. When he pass the electric current through the battery, so these how he is placing in a disorder actually the iron fillings. All the iron fillings actually comes in a order and make circle around the center. Make circle around the center like that. Okay. Yes. Clear? So he has placing not in a order actually. Miss order, just one holes of that iron fillings he has taken and he is placing there. But when he pause the electric current, all the iron fillings actually they are comes in the order and making a circle and created the circles, these circles are called as concentric circles. They are called as concentric circles. Keep in mind. So here one thing we can notice actually, why they are what form in a circle only, because it has that wire, the copper wire what he is using, that is only acts as, that is here what he is using, they only acts as a magnet when he pulls the electric current. So around that it has created the two poles, north and south pole. They are, see, the magnetic field of lines move towards from south to north, from south to north, from south to north. These are all called as, these concentric circles are also known as magnetic field of lines. Magnetic field of lines. Keep in mind. Okay. So they, like that, they are arranged in the form of concentric circles. Okay. So this is the one of the experiment to show the magnetic field of lines are arranged in the form of concentric lines, concentric circles. Okay, concentric lines or concentric circle. Concentric means they move towards the center. Concentric means are attracted towards the center. In here also we can see they are moving parallel only, they never cross one another. So this is one of the experiment has done by him. So after that, one more scientist has conducted or gave the rule in the next advance of the discovery of the magnetic effect of electric current. That is nothing but none other than that is Fleming. Keep in mind, who is that scientist? Fleming. Okay, he has continued the discovery on the field of magnetic effect of electric current, and he gave one famous rule. Fleming gave the one famous rule that is popularly known as, many rules he has given. So today we have to discuss about the one rule, that is Fleming's right hand thumb rule. Right hand thumb rule. Right hand thumb rule. Keep in mind. Okay. So later we can discover about the Fleming's right hand rule is separate. No thumb actually. No thumb not there. Right hand rule and the Fleming left hand rule also there. But today we have to take about the Fleming's right hand thumb rule. Only the right hand thumb rule. Okay. Yes. Take your the right hand actually. So this is your right hand, right? Is it hold your right hand also in front of you actually. So then you have to hold the thumb, your thumb down actually like that. Then the other fingers want to wrap like that. Wrap in the sense want to close like that. Wrap, W-R-A-P-P, wrap actually. So you want to close like that other fingers. So this is the position to explain the Fleming's right hand thumb rule. This position you want to take. So imagine you are holding your right hand thumb finger down, right hand thumb finger down, and other finger should be wrapped in the sense closed actually, other or folding, other finger should be wrapped. Then in this the thumb finger shows the direction of the current, the thumb finger shows the direction of the current, and the other wrapped finger shows the direction of the magnetic field. Keep in mind, the thumb finger shows the direction of the current and other wrapped finger shows the direction of magnetic field. It is electric current, it is magnetic field. Okay, once again I will repeat you again what Fleming's right hand thumb rule states that. Fleming's right hand thumb rule states that imagine you are holding your right hand thumbs down, and other fingers should be wrapped or closed. Then the thumb finger shows the direction of the current and the other wrapped fingers shows the direction of magnetic field. Clear? So that is the Fleming's right hand rule. Okay. So this is your thumb finger actually. This is your thumb finger. So here the other wrapped fingers are like that. These are the other wrapped finger. This thumb finger shows the direction of current, electric current, and this wrapped finger shows the direction of magnetic field. Very important. Directions are very important. They will ask you in the examination for the MCQ or for the direct question. Okay. So if they will ask for the direct question, you can get the 2 marks, and if they will ask for the MCQ, you will get the 1. Okay, very important rule it is. Fleming's right hand thumb rule. Okay, so here the thumb finger shows the direction of electric current, and the other wrapped finger shows the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, so what is the factor depends on this magnetic field. Actually, this magnetic field want to increase, we want to increase the number of turns of the coil. That thing you have to keep in mind. We will get the magnetic power more. We will want to attract the more iron particles or the magnetic substances. We want to increase the number of turns of the coil. How much we have wounded the copper turnings, that much magnetic field has created, that much magnetic power has created, and that much the conductor can able to hold the magnetic substances. I think you know about that in while we are conducting the science exhibition and everything. That magnet only, that artificial magnet only can able to hold the 2 kg, 3 kg, even the cylinder also. That is called as the field, and that is dot power. Okay, that is called as the artificial magnet. Keep in mind that much power it has. So it's mainly depends on what number of turns of the coil. Keep in mind it's mainly depends on number of turns of the coil. If we want to increase the magnetic field, that we want to increase the number of turns of the coil, that leads to the increasing of magnetic power. Hope you will understand better. Tomorrow we have to discuss about the Fleming's other rule and other thing. Thank you all.